Okay, pause, but I did not.
You a freaky bro. What the?
Where's my baby?
Am I tripping?
All right, bro. All right, let it go.
Like a bitch.
Am I your type?
I'd do it.
Thank you.
Believe me when I say I'ma pull up when the stage drops. Believe me when I say she don't look good. Believe me.
Yo, what it is, TDC, it's your boy Srotonn here, but you could call me Tone. All right, listen. We finna watch why I don't know the girl name, podcast fell off so quickly, but I know what she is, and hopefully y'all enjoy it, man, but I just really want to know for my damn self. Because I was like, damn, I haven't seen her in a minute. Let's get to it.
We got some white girl news. Ms. Bobbi Althoff, a very popular podcaster, is officially falling off.
Damn,
her 15 minutes of fame is officially over. But if you don't know what's going on, recently on Twitter, there's been a trend that Bobbi Althoff has kind of fallen off. There was a post by Kira where he basically said that she was the only industry plant to have failed. But if you don't know who Bobbi Althoff is, she's a very popular she was a very popular.
I don't know why I haven't seen this.
Podcaster. It went viral earlier this year because of all the collabs and famous people she was getting onto her podcast. Now, welcome. Now, a lot of y'all probably wondering, how did she get famous?
Now, I could definitely see her being a industry plant because I ain't gonna lie. Well, but I'm sure he's gonna go into it because I had no idea who this girl was. Next thing I know, she is doing interviews with Drake. Funny Marco. She's like doing videos with Funny Marco. She's doing videos with Offset. Like, I'm like, who is this girl?
People on her podcast, so that's the reason why people are calling her industry plant. But let me explain this whole story so you know everything purely, surely, and securely. So to really get to the tea, I gotta break it down from the start. Where's my actual tea? Hold on, what the?
What's in there?
God. Oh my god, my Starbucks.
You ugly.
So before Bobbi became famous, she was just an average girl. She would post about her kids on TikTok. I think she had a little bit of a platform, not too big, but it wasn't anything that crazy. Shit. All she would do was just post about her kids on her TikTok. She was happily married to a big, rich, kind of techie guy. I think he's so cool.
Okay, so he was like a rich dude. I was wondering, because I know she was saying I think they divorced or some shit. And I was wondering, I'm like,
horses or something, but he was a millionaire. That's all you really need to know. And she was living a seemingly very happy life until one day she got bored. All we know is that she wanted to do a podcast. And to start off her podcasting career, it was really just simple stuff that she did. The type of humor that they used was kind of dryish. It was unique. It was different. And it was kind of funny, so it gained views. And one of her TikToks caught the attention of a guy named Funny Marco. Now, if you don't know who,
which is low-key fucked up because it's like, damn, like, you had a good life, probably didn't have to work, if I'm assuming, didn't have to work. Now you getting introduced to all this shit. And I call it what is that movie, the Tyler Perry movie? Temptation. I call it the temptation effect. When somebody only once been doing something for so long and they only know one thing, it's going to be something that triggers and then they're just like, it seemed like they go off the rails, but at the whole time they just knew one thing and they just wanted something else.
Funny Marco he's a very, 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 very popular internet comedian who has been relevant for.
It's sad, but that shit be happening,
so
bro.
The TikTok, he wanted to be a part of it, and bada bing, bada boom. I don't know the specifics. He gets on to her show, and to put it simply and not bore y'all, this podcast went viral. Clips of this podcast were all over the internet. One of the clips that Bobbi posted actually got 11 million views. A lot of views, I ain't gonna lie. And people loved it because of the unique style of it. It was just dry humor. Something that Funny Marco has. They did work well
together. I ain't gonna lie.
And it just kind
I've only seen the clips, but it seemed like they worked well together.
It was weird to see two people of that caliber in a room together. I mean, it's a funny black guy with a dry white guy.
You're not my type.
What's your type?
People that like my type is just brothers, a lot of wild ghetto shit, just booty titties.
Okay, pause, but I did not.
You a freaky ass nigga, bro. What the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Why are you pointing out this girl's titties?
I ain't gonna lie, when I first watched this clip, I did not recognize her titties being this big.
Listen, she's a white woman. She has big titties. Whoop-de-doo. Like, fuck.
Patting their head all day and just saying, where's my baby?
Am I tripping?
All right, bro. All right, let it go. Let it go, bro.
Where's my baby daddy? Oh, you got me f***ed up. I'm about to bust all your windows out. You got it all twisted in this motherfucker. Go get my motherfucking gun before I beat your ass and I cheat on her And then she just like, oh no, the you didn't cheat on me. And she beat me up. And then I be in jail and I get out and I be like, yo, like, why you call the police on me? And she just like, because you ain't it, motherfucker. And then that's when I'm just like, yo, lady, chill out. I love you. And we start kissing. Then she be like, man, go in there and take care of your stepson because he ain't really your son, motherfucker. And I'm like, whoa, shit, I like that.
She might be doing this for the content, but she probably don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I don't think you got that in you.
I don't got a big moment. I know what he's talking about.
In and out, you know? And that's just real life where I come from.
I did too.
Straight gutter, just out the wall.
I for sure did too.
I don't believe you.
Everything is just...
Maybe you did, though.
Just like a waterfall. Just keep dropping. And you don't even know who Tupac is.
What?
Wow.
So, yeah, that's why this whole thing went viral. If you read the comments
funny,
are eating this up. You can tell how hard she's not trying to laugh. The most unexpected collaboration, a hood masterpiece. People were eating this up at the time. And from this, she seemingly kind of rose to fame. Because a famous celebrity that you may know of, named Drake, actually seen one of these clips, loved it, liked it, followed Bobbi.
I was like, how is she doing this in a bed with Drake?
He's going to be on my podcast. He said, let's do it right now. She flew out to Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out Tennessee, where Drake was at the time for whatever reason. I think he was performing the show. And bada bing, bada boom, the legendary Drake and Bobbi Althoff podcast was made. And this is seemingly where everything took off. And
I remember when I did like it. I thought, the clips I seen was funny. And she was like, did you want to be named Drake? And he was like, one name. It was something like, it was funny.
That I think I heard somebody say on Twitter, as Draketh giveth, Draketh taken away. And Drake did give. He gave a lot. I mean, the podcast that Bobbi and Drake did went mega viral. I mean, you don't usually see Drake do podcasts. Like he's more of a private guy. So for him to get out of his comfort zone and, just embrace the internet culture and just hop on a podcast like this was crazy. Plus the whole podcast at itself was kind of wonky. They were sitting in a bed. And it was. I was like, why are they in bed? Intimate, very, very cozy environment. And they were just talking. They were just talking about things, man. It was very unique.
You a thought. Has anyone ever called you a thought?
No.
You a thought, Bobbi.
What the fuck?
You a little thotty, Bobbi.
What does that mean?
It's just fun saying it to you because, you don't really get offended by it because you don't even really know what it means. So I can just say it to you and, I've never really been able to just look at someone and say that to their face.
Thank you for that compliment.
Yeah, I don't think it's a compliment, but foreshadowing like a bit.
Am I your type?
I'd do it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd do it.
I'd do it.
Yeah, I'd do it.
You
not an it.
I know. I just feel
You do it.
And what's crazy, bro, it's but ain't gonna lie. Hey, do what you want to do. White dudes, y'all a little different than some people. You know what I'm saying? She got a husband and kids, I think, this whole time. I never knew that until afterwards. And I was like, oh, but then I said, white dudes, they look different, but they don't be caring.
I asked, am I your type? And you said, I do it. It's not funny.
But the reason why this clip is so iconic and so famous is because of the landslide butterfly effect that came from this singular clip. Because after this clip went viral,
it just started doing with a bunch of black,
who Bobbi really was. A lot of people found out that, she has a husband and kids at home. And
this
a big reason on how they found that out is because in another clip, she revealed that she was missing her kid's birthday to do this podcast with Drakey Drake.
All right, you got that. All right, ask me a couple more.
Are you
things.
kicking me out?
I'm just saying,
I flew all the way here.
You did. I really do appreciate
on my
that.
daughter's first birthday.
I wasn't even bringing that up.
Mm-hmm.
You missed your daughter's first birthday for
to be here.
Dark.
I will say, bro, and I'm not even people who do stuff like this. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of more people do this than you think. I've been hearing people like this on sports, mainly people who do journalism. A lot of them, they miss big family functions, big family celebrations. I said they miss a lot of celebrations, period, just so they could be the first one to do this, first one to do that. And I mean, I guess it just depends on who you are, man. I mean, I'm sure she got paid like crazy off of this, but
regret that you'll never be able to undo.
Yeah.
Horrible parenting.
Where's your son?
Uh-oh.
Somewhere safe, and it's not his birthday.
I do understand you're going for clips, and you're trying to go viral with this interview, but that's some information we just don't gotta tell, sweetie. But in all seriousness, though, this did not rub people the right way. I mean, missing your child's first birthday to interview Drake. I mean, yeah, Drake is a big deal, but come on, man, like that's not a good look. And this trend
It's not a good look, but
over her
man,
family would continue throughout.
It's not a good look, but do I give a fuck? I don't think anybody should really give a fuck. It's not your life. It's, she decides she wants to do it. She think that's more important to get the bag. Some people it is.
She started doing interviews with multiple celebrities like Shaq, Offset, Tyga, Mark Cuban, Lil Yachty. Hell, honestly,
I know she did one with Tyga.
People were literally calling her an industry plant because of how many collabs she was doing. But while going on this run, it seemingly felt like she forgot about her family, and it kind of felt like she let the light.
Also, I'm not with the whole industry plant thing anymore, mainly because what I've seen recently, especially with LiAngelo Ball, people are just gonna, and I've been knew this, but I just never really cared. But seeing with LiAngelo Ball, I definitely see it now. People they just want to go who's hot. They don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. So industry plant on a lot of people is not a good category description, because if they're hot, people are going to go to them. They don't make much matter.
Take control of her, but her family didn't really like this that much.
I believe it.
Her husband, because about a month after the Drake podcast, it was announced that Bobbi Althoff's husband filed for divorce against her, which was pretty big news for Bobbi, because before her podcast, especially the traditional rich white dude, he ain't gonna be like, why you not at home with the kids? You out here hanging with all these black motherfuckers. You need to be at home with the kids. A stay-at-home lifestyle. But seemingly, she unwillingly made a sacrifice of her family for the fame. And while she was succeeding online, her family's life was falling apart. Also around this time, Bobbi's team deleted the Drake interview off of her channel. Now, at the time, nobody really knew why this happened, but it was speculated that something happened between Bobbi and Drake, and that kind of caused the divorce between her and her husband. It was also why...
How do I say
Drake. He's done it again.
She took down the video. She also unfollowed Drake on all platforms, and the two basically seemingly had a breakup. But in all reality, I know the real reason why she took it down. See, we don't know what happened between Bobbi
I know the reason why she took it down.
But if you look at the interview, Bobbi kind of looks visibly uncomfortable by Drake's advances. I mean, I showed you some of the clips. You can look at them for yourself, but whatever. It was clearly obvious Drake was interested in her, and I feel like he was trying to,
I can see that.
Now, whether her and Drake...
I can see that, but man, with content these days, man, you got to know, people be so focused on being a character, bro. Who knows for real?
I don't know. Hell, they probably did.
But I agree. It looks like that.
Seemingly, they started beefing. And like I said before, Drake giveth and he taketh away. So once I'm assuming Bobbi
maybe he didn't want to
had a disagreement, and maybe Bobbi didn't want to do something that Drake asked her to do. He took away the podcast. But let me tell you how. See, during the podcast, Drake played a little snippet of a Tyga song.
Rack City.
Can't play it any longer than that, but you feel me? You get the point. And in the podcast, it just kind of seemed like a random moment. But Drake had ulterior motives with that song. See, Drake is a very smart individual, and a lot of people don't realize that because he hides in plain sight with a lot of the things he does. And by playing this song,
Drake is very smart. He is very strategic with almost everything he do. So he
put her in a genjutsu. Now let me talk to you. See, YouTube has very strict copyright laws about songs. If you play a certain song for longer than 5 seconds, your whole video can get demonetized, which means you will not receive any money for the video that you posted.
I did not know it was 5 seconds.
And even worse, the money that you should have made on that video will actually get sent to the artist because you used their song. Now, is that fair? Hell know. But that's how the world works. The music game isn't as good as it seems. That's just how life works. Drake knew this. And the reason why he played this song is because he wanted to have a get out of jail free clause. Basically, if Bobbi didn't agree to do certain things with Drake, or you feel me, if they disagree about something, whatever.
That's some evil shit, bro. That's some evil ass shit.
What the
fuck?
Blah, blah, blah. You get the point. He can take away the podcast by demonetizing it. Or even
that's crazy.
It if he wants to. I'm assuming he's pretty good friends with Tyga. The music industry can also take down your video if you use their song. It's very
they fucking can. We're gonna keep going.
So I'm assuming what happened is Drake and Bobbi had a disagreement, blah, blah, blah. Something went on. And to be petty, Drake got into copyright strike the video, which would hurt Bobbi Althoff's momentum on the channel. So instead of getting that strike, she just took the video down. This is why she took the podcast down. And this one moment kind of sparked a similar trend of how her career would end up panning out. Because after this, like I said before, she did go on a crazy feature run, getting collab after collab with celebrities. But as she was doing this,
I forgot she did with Ari too. That's crazy.
People started calling her podcast dry, boring, and people started saying things like it felt like an awkward conversation or just small talk.
That's what it is. It's been like that from the beginning. And that's what I don't fucking like. The internet is going to turn on you for something you've been doing for quote unquote too long. She's been like this dry humor, whatever the fuck, from the longest, and now people are like, oh man, that's all she does, nigga. Yes, because all y'all was eating it up. Like,
it was weird. People wasn't messing with this anymore. And also, a lot of people were highlighting how Bobbi would only collab with black people. And they would start saying things like she's using black people to aid her own fame. And also didn't help that usually in her podcast, she has a trend of being kind of harsh or mean.
She was, but again, they wasn't pushing back. Niggas was on there, so
kind of a part of her dry humor gimmick, but people kind of got tired of the gimmick, especially her guest.
What do you do? That's the question.
I interview people.
Why?
Because I want to get to know them.
Why do you want to get to know me?
I didn't.
You did.
Your team reached out to mine.
Don't cap. Let's not cap about that. That's not flex for the gram.
Okay.
Uh-oh. CAP. Flag on the play. Cap.
What was that?
No, it was cap.
Okay. I honestly don't know how this came about. I'm not going to lie to you.
Me either.
Okay. Well, my team could have reached out to yours. I'm not going to. I don't want to make you look bad.
They had to show me who Bobbi was. I thought they were talking about Bobby Boucher.
Hell nah.
Yes, you have.
I have not. I Googled you on the way here, and I read something about you.
I had to go on TikTok. I couldn't even Google you.
Oh, shit. I've never seen this whole damn fucking... This is crazy.
I couldn't Google you. Google's not there yet. You're not there yet. But you'll be there.
You're going to get there.
You're on TikTok.
You can keep making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you.
Yeah, you are.
I'm giving you advice. How does it feel to have a TikTok career?
Great. Thank you for asking. How does it feel to have a music career?
Great.
Thank you for asking. You could have said that.
You want to talk for me? Interview yourself.
Uh-oh. Damn. He really was on her ass, though. This shit is crazy.
Today.
I definitely asked you. I don't do interviews. You're special.
Thank you. Did you enjoy this interview? Would you recommend it to a friend?
Hell no.
Hell no.
I ain't gonna fuck with this shit.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend listening to music to anyone either.
Damn. Okay.
You don't have to recommend it. It's stamped in stone, baby.
You could have left that one out.
I mean, you keep this little tone. It's like you're like a computer.
Mm-hmm.
Does your computer talk to you?
And Siri's alive.
I mean, technically, I guess. I
bet you got Siri.
Yeah, you gotta feel that. You can got the tension of a knife right. But nah, I ain't gonna lie. Offset cooked the living crap out of her. You can read it in the comments too. Hell nah, Offset too real for Bobbi. Her feelings definitely hurt. She looks so
too real for Bobbi. You could tell that's an old nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Done. She needed some humbling, to be honest. She wasn't ready for that return to energy. So if you can't see right here, the people started turning on this Bobbi. And I'm gonna be honest, rightfully so. I mean, you can't insult the people that you ask on to be on your podcast.
That's true.
And just expect them to be cool with it. That's so weird. But seemingly,
that's real,
as Bobbi's
unless it's gonna be like, hey, like before, and maybe that's on both teams. Like, hey, she does like this little dry humor. She's probably gonna like make fun of you a little bit, and then you can either do it back or you could, you know what I'm saying? So, or maybe both of them planned it, and then that's just how the viewers took it. So you never know, shit.
Was rising, it started to peak out, and at this point it started to hit that,
because it could be trolling as well
that you see it is now again. Bobby's team is
that's how my channel look.
Yes, and she had no stoppage of getting celebrity guests onto her podcast, so we do have to give her credit there, but people didn't want to give her credit. People were actually calling her an industry plant because of all of the celebrities that she was bringing on. Also, to top onto that, Bobbi started claiming that she was broke in a lot of her interviews, and people weren't messing with it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, people were saying she fell off. People were excited to see her downfall, and her going broke, you feel me, that it's just added fuel to the fire. And as she started to decline, she tried to switch.
I don't know if did she say it? But either way, boy, I know her husband stopped all that shit. Maybe he didn't. I don't know.
Switch up her approach for her podcast. She started being nicer and more fluent in her podcast. I guess she kind of just retired her character because people didn't like it no more, and she started just being herself. And the podcasts weren't bad per se, but she kind of lost her whole appeal. I mean, what she was doing was just like any other podcast, and like people don't want to hear you talk. So her old audience kind of withered away. But I
can see definitely that, like how the different characters, she switched from playing the character herself. And that's my own thing sometimes, because I'm like, being a character, maybe it'll work for a couple years. After that, people gonna be like, all right, nigga. Like,
kind of gained a new
all right, brother.
But to gain that audience,
I'm just gonna be myself, bro. That's all I can be.
And while all of this is going on in her business life, her personal life was getting worse. She was sad, she was depressed, and she was going through a lot of things. So she wanted to use other things to cope. There was clips of her being drunk in Nashville one weekend. I seen that.
Didn't see that.
Multiple clips of her partying or trying to go to parties. She even tried to get into Drake's Hollywood sex party, I think it was called, and she was denied entry. She was trying to drink away her pain and sorrow, and she was also trying to get plastic surgery to kind of fix her face and fix her appearance. So in an attempt to grab people's attention, this is what she reverted to start doing. Yep. You see it right there. Bobbi went to sexualizing her body route. I never thought I would see the Bobbi cakes out ever in my life. But as you see in the video, this is the approach she's going with. She's trying to, you feel me, use her body, her
listen, man. Whole thing.
Image to attract.
Whole thing, man. That's the only. And I actually don't feel that she should have. It's so crazy how one mistake, bro, can just fuck your shit up. Because if she kept doing the podcast, let's say she didn't miss her daughter's birthday, who knows? She probably still would be with her husband, and they could have figured it out. Like, hey, man, nah, Drake, I can't do this right now, but I can do it. Blah blah blah. And because at the end of the day, I didn't know that the shit was taken down. You didn't make no money off of it, so you missed it seemed like you missed your daughter's birthday for nothing. And yes, you got clout over it, but is it something?
Attract viewers again. So look, I will say on the case of Bobbi Althoff, she still does pull views. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I haven't seen the TikTok on here besides this one that hasn't reached 1 million views. I'll give her that. She probably still does make really good money. But the reason why she seemingly fell off is because she did fall off. But she also fell into a different community. And apparently she announced about 5 days ago that she's doing a season 3 of
God, please don't be the little I hate blacks community, please.
Her really good podcast. Which, I mean, I ain't here to hate on nobody. But the reason why she fell off is just because she changed her whole approach. Her dry humor is what made her famous, and when you stop doing that, you'll fall off seemingly. But in all reality, the reason why I'm talking about this video is because of that Sunny V2 video that he posted recently. In all reality, I see where he's coming from with that. She did fall.
Damn, nigga, how many videos is it? Oh, okay, these are different people. I was about to say he made 4 videos about her falling off. Okay.
Off a bit. She's not in the media anymore. She's not as popular. But at the same time, she's still doing her
2023
audience. And as long as her audience likes her, I mean, it's whatever. All that really happened is that she's now trying to appeal to a different audience. And while her views have dropped significantly, I honestly feel like she was just never built to last. And while she'll never reach that status ever again, she'll probably keep a steady pace until eventually he decides to quit or she starts to actually fall off the face of the earth. One thing that we can all learn from this Bobbi Althoff situation is not to sell your soul for fame or money. And what selling your soul means is basically selling what makes you happy, your morals, and the actual important things in your life for money or material.
Now, the only pushback I have to that is because people can fool themselves. They can think they're happy, and then again, temptation effect, something comes along and you be like, fuck, kind of want to do this now. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, but
it's still a cool thing. And this girl, Bobbi, she obviously did that. I mean, she sold out her whole family for money. And as you see now, she's trying to cope with that fact. She has a new boyfriend. She showed her body off to the public online. And she's acting like everything's okay, but deep down inside, she sacrificed her family for money and maybe like a year of clout. And
that's why she might be okay with that, gang. She might be. People, y'all don't know these motherfuckers. She might be literally okay with that. There are people, watch these documentaries of these big famous people. They be like, yeah, I was a bad parent, but I got them out of the situation they was in. I don't give a fuck. People, bro.
Nobody really cares about her.
People different than you think it is.
Why every single religious book tells you not to do that. And this is also why I preach money isn't everything, bro. Because she sacrificed her kids, her family, her husband, her good life for a little bit of clout, fame, and some money in her pockets, bro. That's just
I agree. It's not everything to me, but some people it is, bro.
The whole world, it forfeits his soul. Matthew 16:26. Basically, what that means is everything I just said. Your soul, what makes you happy, is the most important thing about you. And family, the people you love, and the moral code you stand by will be what makes you happy. You don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And Bobbi see Drake in the bed with a pile of cash, money, clout, waiting for her right in his lap. She fell for the bait, while not even paying attention to her family and her husband that she already has. It's a sad reality, bro. Selling your soul always has a price, and the price is always way worse than the momentary gain you will get from selling it. Keep God in your life. I'm telling y'all, bro. Stay blessed. Jesus love you. Praise God. Thank you. And goodbye. Stay blessed. You want to see?
Yeah, don't kiss that. But hey, good video. I learned a lot. Didn't know what happened to the show. I've never seen a full podcast of hers, only clips. So I appreciate it. But like I said, at the end of the day, man, what can I really say about this situation? I don't really know. It is what it is. But I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? I said everything I had to say. Until next time, I'm out.